What is up, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and we are checking out Knife of Dunwall Dishonored. This is mission number 3, the Surge. I want to take you through here, show you how to beat the campaign, and this will give us our final achievements that we need for beating the game without being called or seen or having to kill anybody. So the first thing that we're going to do is blow a little money. Going to upgrade our sleeping dart capacity. Also, you might want to buy some sleeping darts, fill up your arsenal a little bit. Also might want to throw in there a few bottles of healing potion. We'll probably use that a little bit later on. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing that I want to mention is, first, I am sorry. I am so sorry that it took so freaking long for me to get this video up. But it wasn't because I wasn't trying. I've been trying to play this mission for a while now. And I'll sit down and I'll play and I'll beat it and something will screw up and it won't record right, or the missions I keep on getting caught, and it was just insane. I have never had this much trouble with a mission with Dishonored, but this mission gave me the worst time ever. And I'm not saying that it's a very difficult mission, because it's not. It just was one of those things where everything was kind of going wrong, but we are here now, and here's the video. So the first thing that you'll see me doing in this video that I didn't do in others a lot was actually doing the hard save. So I'll show you how often I'm really saving the game, which is really at any point that I come to where after I beat or accomplish something, or I get to an area that I've done good up until then I'll save it. So I'm kind of like OCD saving during the course of this particular mission, because I was having so much trouble with it. So we're going to go ahead and pick up the map first. There's a few different objectives that we have to get in this particular level. We have to get a map. We have to free 4 different assassins who are in captivity. And we also have to take out an overseer. So in the past games, or in the past missions, whenever I was going through here playing Stealthy, I wouldn't even take out anybody. So I was trying to play the game without choking anybody out, without using sleeping darts, and we accomplished that for the most part. I think there were some early missions early on where I might have done it, but up until now, like I said, I was playing completely stealthy, but at some point it got where I said, this is not worth it. I've got to do something in order to just get this video up and out. So in order to save my sanity, I had to use all this stuff. But this is not something that you have to use. And, you know, it's just one of those things where some people will be able to go through here and play it probably and not have any trouble whatsoever, and not take anyone out. So you can definitely do that. The mission's definitely possible. I'm just doing it for the sake of time, using all this stuff. So we've got the map. Now we're going to backtrack back to where we originally were. And this is the one part where I actually backtrack. And there's no set way that you have to do these missions. Like, you don't have to do them in the same order that I'm doing them. It's just I've tried doing them in different orders, and this seemed to work the best from what I've gathered. So again, be careful of people watching. I jumped through this window and landed on this ledge, and that's a little bit safer than jumping in the window and then looking around and taking a chance of getting caught, because you never know if somebody's right there looking at the window. It's just one of those things. So anytime that you can actually jump up top or get higher than where people are walking, then more times than not, that's actually a safer bet. So I'm going to try to get on that lamp. Again, getting above this guy. And just waiting till everybody's walking away for me to make my move. So here we are. We've got the map. Now we're at the first assassin that we've got to free. So in this particular room, there's 3 guys. There will be one guy who walks off by himself, and he's checking something out in a desk, and so you can easily take him out with a sleeping dart, and nobody sees that. Nobody pays attention to it. So that leaves us with 2 assassins right here. So what I'm going to do is pull out my regular bolt, not the sleeping darts, and I'm just going to fire it off, and that'll get them rolling around. And it's really just completely random, completely luck, where you fire, where they decide to roam around to. But anyway, with this particular playthrough, they kind of separated, so I was able to take them out. And again, they weren't able to see each other because they were so far from one another. So that's another way to do that. I think there's a few assassins that I actually take out a couple of different ways to show you the different ways that you can take them out. So once we've got to this point, I'm going to save again. And this was probably the area that gave me the biggest problem of the entire DLC. So I've got to try to get in that room right there, try to go through that door. And there's all these people that are walking around below me and in this hallway and everything. And the one complaint that I will have about the Knife of Dunwall DLC is this DLC seemed to have a few spots where the AI didn't do as they were supposed to do. It was almost like there were parts or instances where they would get glitched and not move or not leave when they're supposed to. So in that particular room right there where we have to go, there's a guy that we have to take out, but he's talking to somebody. And I sat here forever waiting on that person to leave him talking. You see him right there. And he just stayed there. The only way that I was able to get him to leave was actually by taking out everybody who was walking outside in this hallway. So you see that I've dropped down. I've taken out a couple of people now. I think this is the third person that I took out. And I believe after that person, then the other dude ended up leaving the room. So I was able to accomplish what I needed to do. But it was just very bizarre. And again, it was almost like a little glitch or something where until I took those out, that person did not leave that area. So you'll see right here, the person has now left. We're going to pull out our sleeping dart and take care of the overseer. It's him right there. So we've got him taken out. We're going to use blink now and jump as quickly as we freaking can to get across here to his body. There's something on his body that we have to grab. We're going to pick his body up, move it under the desk. Now, at this point, I did try leaving the body under the desk, but it will get caught. Somebody will come around there, they'll see the body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game again, but I'm going to actually carry the body with me, and I've got a place that I'll show you that I put it up. But again, if you want to go through here and try to beat the missions and try to be as stealthy as possible, then you need to carry this body somewhere else. So there's our next assassin across the way. So I'm going to actually try to jump across the way. And again, this is Dishonored, so there's so many different ways that you can try to do this. Like you can go down below on the ground and come up from the side way if you want to. But I try to pick usually the fastest points possible. And so this was the fastest point, except for I couldn't figure out how to get up top, but finally made it. So luckily nobody saw me. So we're going to dump the body up here. It won't be seen now. And we're going to try to take care of this assassin right here. So what I'm going to do is use the bolt again like I used with the first assassin, and I'm going to try to get everybody's attention to move away from that particular person that we have to free. So I shot out, and you'll see that two are moving away, but one was walking back in the opposite direction of where I needed them to go. But right here, they're not looking, so I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to run down here and grab them. Now, you do have to be careful because they can turn around and see that the assassin is free, and they'll go attack them. And if they kill them, then you're not going to complete all your objectives. So you have to make sure that the assassin actually makes it away without getting caught and doesn't get killed. So once we've got that assassin freed, I went back down here on the street level because you can get where we need to go next by doing that. You could also have jumped across and landed down, but I kept on getting caught, and so this was just seemed like the fastest route in order to get to this next assassin. And so we've released 2 now. So we've got 1 more that we've got to do. You just got to be really careful because there's people out walking in these alleyways. They'll catch you, and then they can see for a long distance as well. Now, this is one of the areas where I got pretty lazy, okay? And this area caused me a lot of grief and time. So I just went on ahead and pulled out my sleeping darts and ended up taking both of these out. But again, this is one of those areas where you can play it like you want to. If you want to play it a little bit more stealthy than what I just did, then you can do that. I didn't even bother hiding the bodies at this point, so I was just ready to go. Gang, as we get ready to finish up Dishonored, I would like to say thank you for watching this walkthrough all the way through. I know some of you have been here since the beginning, since the regular campaign, so we're just now finishing this up. One thing I will point out right here, notice that sometimes you don't have your potion to use, like my blue bar is gone, but it's because he's cranking that machine right there, and whenever he's doing that, you'll actually notice that your magic stuff, whatever that's called, it will actually disappear. And like I thought sometimes my game was glitching up at certain areas because I couldn't blink, I couldn't use my special abilities, but that's what it was. It was because he was cranking that machine. So right here, I just showed you how I actually could just use my blade in order to get their attention. So now they're beginning to walk away. So as soon as the opportunity arises, I'm going to go ahead and jump up. And right here, I think they turned around and almost saw the assassin, and they were looking for something, but I didn't get caught, so that's all that matters. As long as I don't get caught or seen, then I'll get the achievement for not getting caught. But as long as the assassin makes it out and survives and doesn't get killed, then you're going to be all right. So here we are, we're at the last section. We freed all the assassins, we've gotten our map, we've also taken out the overseer, so now we've just got to get to the assassin to talk to them. So there's a few people out in this area and they are patrolling hard, so you've got to be just really careful. And again, the route that you take may not necessarily be the route that I took, and that's definitely okay. To each their own. As this guy's walking away, I'm going to go ahead and try to make my move, and you know, there's some things that you can do where you can try to do it fast and just get it out of the way and hope for the best and hope that luck is on your side. So that's what I did right there. You can also try to make it, maybe take it a little bit slower and, I mean, I guess kind of pace yourself as to how to get over in that area. Just be sure that you capture the remaining assassins. You don't want to kill anybody. And also then you jump down here and you're asked if you want to kill Billy or save Billy. Save Billy, and again, there you go. That's the end of Knife of Dunwall for Dishonored. Gang, appreciate you sticking with me. I would appreciate your likes, your comments. If you run into anybody on the forums or somewhere where people are looking for Dishonored guides, I would appreciate it if you threw a link to this guide up, and that way more people get to see it. I appreciate you sticking with me. That does it for me, The Red Dragon. I would appreciate your subscription as well. Check me out on Twitter and Facebook. Links are in the description box. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.